Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. This is our fourth lecture about Excel, and in this lecture we will be going to learn about cells group and editing group. In our previous lectures we have gone through font group, alignment and number groups, and we have learned some basic information regarding all these three groups. So cells and editing. So let's get started. Styles. Let us learn about the width of the columns and rows. I have taught you in previous lecture that if you want to vary the width of the rows or columns, you can do this thing like place your cursor here and you can see the plus sign, click on it and drag it further. Now let's suppose you want to make all the columns of the same width. So what you will be gonna do? Again, place the cursor at the last line of column B, the plus sign will appear and move it further, making it to the same width. But obviously it would be more difficult to have the same width for all the columns. So there is a trick. What will you do? You will select first column A and right click on it. This drop down will appear and you will see the option column width. Click on it and a little dialog box appear. Here it shows the column width is 15.45. That means the column you have made this, you have dragged it further, it had made the width of the column 15.4. Let's suppose you want to make the width of all the columns, let's say 16. So we can place 16 over here and place OK. So this will make the column A for the width of 16th only. Why? Because we have selected column A only. What if you want to do all the columns of the same width? Simply select all the columns. Let's say you want to make all the columns till K of the same width. So you will select all the column. Let me show you again. This drop arrow will be visible. Click on it and drag it till K or till the last column you want to make of the same width. Then right click on anywhere or right click on it basically right click on the cells, okay, where the alphabets are written. This drop down will appear and again you will go to the column width and select the required width you want to put in. So we have decided 16, so we will write down 16 over here and press OK. So you can see all columns till K has been selected of the same width as desired. Similarly, we can do the same thing for the rows. We can also adjust the height of the rows. Always remember that column is measured by its width and rows are measured by its height. So we can also vary the height of the rows. Suppose we want to know the height of this row. So we will select this complete row by clicking on this number, this in here, and right click. Now for column it was appearing column width. Now for rows it is appearing row height. You will click on the row height and you can see that the height of this particular row which has been selected is 14.5. What if you want to make it same 16? So okay, but you see that not a big difference has appeared on the height of the rows, so we can make it, let's say 20. Okay, now you can see the difference between this row height and this row height. Now let's say we want to make multiple rows of the same height. Again we will do the same method, selecting multiple rows. Let's say we want to select 10 rows and then right click over here, going to the row height and entering the same height we have entered for this first row. Okay, here we go. There we can vary the multiple rows height or multiple columns width this way. Another interesting thing we would be leading to would be inserting columns and rows. What if we have written in some multiple columns, we have made any chart, and now we want to add a column between heading C and heading D. Between these two columns, we want to add one more column. Similarly, we will be going to the D column, like we want to insert between C and D. So we would be selecting the rightmost column and right click on here and simply press insert. Another column will appear. Let's see if you can't see the difference. Right, let's say 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Like we forgot column 4 in here. I'm just setting an example. It simply there is a need we required when we forget to add a heading or something. So you can use this method. Selecting D and right click, adding insert option. Here another column is inserted and now you can add 4. So similarly for rows you have to do the same thing, like you have written like you want to add a row between 6 and 7. Similarly, selecting the lowest rows to insert another row between 6 and 7, you will right click and simply insert an option. So a row is inserted. Similarly, how to delete this row? Again, going on this row, right click and delete. How to delete this column? Again, going to this column, right click and delete. You can also use options in the cell group like insert option and delete option, but these methods are more easy and common, which are being used when you are working in speed. So these methods are used more rather than going to these options and doing it. So this is the easiest way we can use add or delete columns or rows. Coming towards another features, let's suppose there is a chart having fruit A, its packs and its dollar amount per pack. Now what if we want to make these fruits to be placed in an alphabetical order, like A for apple should be at first and then B for banana should be second, or if there is any fruit that is starting from C, so on, the chain goes on like alphabetically. So we will select all of these and go to the sort and filter feature, which is in the editing group, selecting it and sort A to Z. Also there is an option that you can sort Z to A, like the reverse alphabetical order. So we will be selecting the first option, that is sort A to Z, and click on sort. Here you can see all the fruits are arranged alphabetically. Along with that, their number of packs and the dollar amount also being changed according to the fruit name. Let's suppose if you want to change the packs, the number of packs should be in the ascending order, like starting from lowest to the highest. So you can select the pack and go to the same feature, sort and filter, and select smallest to largest or largest to smallest. So we would be going for smallest to largest, clicking on sort, and here you can see the number of packs has been arranged in an ascending order, as well as the corresponding fruits has also been changed. Similarly, we can do the same for the dollar amount, and the same method will be followed as for the alphabetical and numbering. This is all for today's lecture. Till the next lecture, keep practicing.